So, are we on? Yeah. I had radical beginnings. I feel like I incarnated deliberately.
Oh, magic of love, magic of light.
I was born in '39, so I was born during the Depression, and I was aware of the tail end of a war when I was very little. So when it was communists, it was communists. When it was folk singers, it was folk singers. When it was beatniks, it was beatniks. When it was witches, you know, now it's witches. Feminism has been a huge part of my radicalism as well. Don't ever get married, don't ever get a job, don't ever go to college. I quote her a lot. And I always say, well, of course I rebelled and I tried all three. And found out she was right. She was right. A bard is really what I am. The more I go through life, the more I realize it's the perfect word for what I do. How come I went towards women's spirituality when my parents were atheist, communist, Marxists? My mother would say, I haven't the luxury of believing in a God. And Karl Marx said, religion is the opiate of the people. It's used to hypnotize and make puppets, make robots out of us. I first started having these ecstatic experiences that were completely illogical and unnamed when I was quite young, in my teens. I remember walking around New York at dawn on Easter Sunday and just like experiencing the miraculous. And I didn't know what I was feeling. I didn't know what to call it. I mean, my parents didn't believe in this stuff. And they said of Ariadne that she would appear to women during the burning times when they could get burned for practicing the craft. And she would teach them the mysteries. Because usually avatars are Christ and Buddha and, you know, good guys but male. But we both agree that love is the source of everything. That love is what keeps everything going. I call it the glue, the glue of the universe. I joined this women's consciousness raising group, and we chose topics like, well, men. Suddenly you're not just your own little life in your own little box. I mean, that's how patriarchy works. It's power over. It's self versus other, the good guy versus the bad guy, the rich versus the poor. It's all based on opposition, but the old way allows room for all beings to be who and what they are. And if you have needs, we take care of you. That's what the old tribal way is.
The golden coin reveals the earth.
In the center, if you look closely, I call those the patriarchal dates. So get in tune with cycles by thinking of time as cyclical, and you're empowered by that. It gives you eternity, it gives you access. Especially since I got cancer, I found I have a lot of friends. But there were many years when I was isolated. Santa Cruz is a tough community to actually achieve recognition and ongoing support in your daily life. If you're pro-female, they think that means anti-male, which is, to me, so not so. It's just not true at all. You can be for something without having to be against something. So there's that other linear example of that split thinking, you know, and everything has to be either or. I'm a lesbian, so I looked to the gay community also, the diversity center, and had a lot of doors closed on me there as well. And I think the reasons over there are more about my just not being conventional. I'm not into conforming, I'm not into fitting in. It's a very competitive society, and so what happens is the people who should be the first to support you are often the first to compete with you. But when I got sick, a lot of people came out of the woodwork. And I am blown away by how many women love me and how many people appreciate me and know and understand what I do and have benefited from my work. When I came out of the last surgery, I had this confrontation with my death, and I realized I'm still a priestess because even though I thought I've been denied the right to be a priestess, but you never stop being who you are. Regardless of where the world is, you're still who you are.
Violet, gold.
So sometimes I fantasize I'm getting all better and I'm going to get over this cancer and I'm going to show up in phrase walking classes. I fantasize that. I don't like that.